you've had before. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting in here. And so when we look at realization, what we're really looking at is what we're beginning to approach it from is where there is a willingness, there is a way. Where there is a willingness, there is a way. But where there is a will, where there is struggle, where there is forcing and pushing, where there is a will, there tends to be a wall. A willingness, there's a way. A will, there's a wall. Feel the difference even energetically. A willingness is kind of like the, okay. A will, there's like, ugh, right? And so which is more receptive, right? So when there's a willingness, there's a way. And so what I also know too is that the word can't comes up a lot as we're moving through this idea of kind of limited consciousness and our limited beliefs is the word can't. I can't do this. I can't do that. And for the most part, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, can't really isn't an option. When you say can't, what you're really saying is, I choose not to. There are exceptions, though. But on the whole, when I hear the word can't, what I really hear is, in this moment, I choose not to. Because it's all about choice. Remember, we take 100% responsibility for our thoughts here. We take 100% responsibility for our lives. That is how we empower ourselves, and that is how we are empowered, how we move out of this victim consciousness, if you will, that everything is happening to me, into a place of by me, where, life occurs by me. I have choice. I have dominion. I have volition. I have free willingness. Right? So it changes in that way. So it's a choice. Every moment we get to choose whether we want to spiral out of control or whether we want to come to center. Vicki, would you say that's true? Absolutely, right? So it's more of a choice. And then I hear people say, oh, but Jeffrey, but Reverend Jeffrey, but. And I say, argue for your limitations and you shall have them. Argue for your limitations and you shall have them. Because what are you really putting out there? What are you affirming for yourself? This is an affirmation. I can't do this. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have the right house. I don't have the right outfit. I don't have the right car. I don't. Nor could I ever get that. Nor could I ever have that. Nor could I ever be that. Well, and so it is. Because it's all an affirmation, right? What seed are you planting into that creative medium? And what plant are you receiving as a result? What fruit are you harvesting as a result? Takes us back to that tree over there from all the way back in March. So what we do with realization, the realization stage of our treatments, what we actually do with that then is we begin to speak a series of affirmations of what it is that we wish to experience or that we choose to experience or that we affirm for ourselves. Another word for realization in some areas of the country, they call realization declaration. I declare, not I do declare, but I declare, right? I affirm, I declare this to be so. So with the realization, what you are realizing, what you are doing is you are speaking your word, you're speaking that creative word into the law. And so the creative word that you're speaking is a series of affirmations. Affirmations should always be positive, personal, present tense, and powerful. Positive, personal, present tense, powerful. Yes? No, I think it's great. So Jeannie, give me an idea of an affirmation. Okay. So, very good. So, you heard her say the bulletin will go easily and effortlessly this week. Okay? Now, is that present tense? All right, so let's try present tense. There you go. So the bulletin is already done in the mind of God, right? The bulletin is already done in the mind of God. If the bulletin's already done in the mind of God, then it has to go easily and effortlessly. Yes? Very good. Casey, you want to give me one? There you go. I am a powerful, transformative, loving being. And so it is, right? Beautiful affirmation, beautiful statement of affirmation. So these would be examples of the affirmations that you might use depending on what it is that you are praying about, what it is that you're treating about. And these are great examples of a powerful, personal, present tense affirmation. Right? So so when you're speaking your word, when we're doing the realization, then this is what it is that you're affirming. And you do this again and again and again and again, and the more you do it, the more affirmations you're putting in there, and the more you're doing spiritual mind treatment, then your individual thoughts become more collective thoughts, and those collective thoughts are actually then beliefs. So you're changing your thinking, and by changing the way you're thinking, by changing those individual thoughts, you're changing what it is that you believe. Because remember, it's done unto us as we believe. So if Casey just said, I am a powerful, transformative, loving presence. Wah wah, right? If Jeannie said, the bulletin is done in the mind of God. Right? There's nothing there. There's no belief behind it. There's no power behind it. So it is the feeling tone, it is that bringing yourself into alignment with what already is and bringing yourself into alignment with that power and that presence and that God quality that we've already talked about, those God qualities that we talked about last week. Bring yourself into alignment with that and then speaking your affirmations from that place. Does this make sense? All right. So we do the recognition, unification, then we do the realization. The reason why we say, I speak my word, we do that right at the beginning because then it serves as a reminder that God is all there is. I am one with that, and if I am one with that, then I am the divine, and then I create or co-create my life. I take responsibility for my life, and by doing that, I now speak my word. That Ed and I have a wonderful home here in Riverside, that we have a wonderful community in which we celebrate and worship and fellowship, that we have a greater community outside of these walls that make us feel like home. This is what I know and affirm. And I affirm that this community of beloveds grows and prospers and flourishes because I know that there is only abundance. I know that there is only love. And I know that this community shares that love out into the world. I know that each person in this room goes forth from this room and shares their love, the love that they've experienced here this morning, with others. And I know that this attracts more, like these beloveds right here in this row. And I know that this attracts more people into our community. That truly we are a place where we embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. This is what I know to be true. How does that feel? All right? That's a realization. We're realizing, we're making real that which we are choosing to experience. And remember, it is a choice. Your experience is a choice. Your thoughts are a choice. It's a choice. You're always at choice. And isn't that empowering? If you have the option, if you have the choice, you're empowered to make a decision. You're empowered to make a choice, right? And when we're empowered to make a choice, then we're empowered to make a difference. We're empowered to live our highest potential. And so it is. And so I invite our beloved licensed practitioners to please stand and surround the sanctuary. And as they do, I invite our beloved Dr. Naima to come forward. Naima Powell, come on forward. And I also invite our core council members to please surround the sanctuary as well. Good morning. So, this is our beloved Dr. Naima Powell. She is also one of our licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Community Center for Spiritual Living. And she is a practitioner emeritus, which means that she has been a practitioner for more than 20 years, just like Allison and Anita. There you are. Just like Allison and Anita. And so it is my honor to present to you your practitioner card and then also your practitioner emeritus pin as well. All right, so let's all come together in consciousness, shall we? And so I recognize that there is only one power, one presence, one infinite eternal being, this one I choose to call God, this one I choose to call love. It is the love intelligence back of all of creation, and it is the one creator, it is the one source, one substance, one supply of all. In the beginning, it spoke its word upon the waters and created all of life, because it was so before time even began, and it will be on into infinity. For truly it is all there is, it is infinite, it is eternal, and it is the power and the presence of love that makes itself known in, through, and as all of creation. And therefore I know that I am one with it, that I live, move, breathe, and have my being in it and it as me. That my life is the life of the divine made manifest here and now. That I am one with the source, one with the creator. And as I know that this is true of me, I know that this is true of all of life, all of creation, and I know that it is true of everyone present in this room. And so I speak my word here and now for this beloved community, Riverside Community Center for Spiritual Living. I recognize that we are an example of what it looks like when a non-denominational church leads a city. For truly we have been called to lead in Riverside. We have been called to be a beacon on the hill. We sit on a hill. We are a light upon the hill. This is who we are. This is what we've come here to do. This is what we've come here to be. That I know that each one of us moves forth from this room as that beacon of light, as that way shower, as that light bearer out into the larger community. And that each one draws to themselves and draws to our center people seeking to live their highest expression through the transformative power of love. People seeking to be able to be authentically themselves with no shame, no blame, no concept of sin. I know that each one goes forth from this room as an example of liberation and freedom. For that's truly what we have to give. That is truly what we are here to be and offer, is a way out of old ideas, old thinking, negative patterns, negative thought. What we offer is a way to be that presence and power of love in the world, making a difference in the lives of all we serve. This is what I know that we've come here to be. This is what I know that we've come here to do. And each one of us has said yes to our sacred appointment. There is no accident that we are seated in this room together, experiencing this in this moment at this time. For we have all said yes to that divine appointment to be here and now. And I give great thanks for that. I give great thanks for all that is unfolding as the life of this center, I give thanks for all that's unfolding as the life of our larger Riverside community and our state. I give thanks for the joy and the bliss and the love and the freedom. The freedom to simply be. And I release this word into the law, into that creative medium that accepts it and receives it and only knows how to say yes. And it does so magnificently and magnanimously. And so I simply let it be so. And so it is.